Hello everyone, today I will be doing a video on the Rookie of the Year debate. Now, most of us know that Zion Williamson is going to be winning, that Ja Morant is going to be winning Rookie of the Year. And most of us would say that Zion deserves it. Now, this is you can make a lot of cases. Zion is probably the better player stat-wise, but a lot of people do not look at the team success between these two. Because you have to understand, okay, the Grizzlies were a 25-win team, right, at the start of this year? They are not, they are a playoff team. And do you want to know who their best player is? Ja Morant. Now, sorry, I'm shooting some bad stuff. But anyway, Zion, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Jackson Hayes, and JJ Redick are almost a great team, are the 10th seed. And okay, this is based off of 2K standards, but overall wise, all of these players, okay, are higher, other than Jackson Hayes and Lonzo, are higher than Ja Morant. Okay, so we know, and so that means that and those are all young people, right? Okay, so, and let's see here. Now we have to look at the Grizzlies, okay? I mean, this is not, okay, Zion is probably the better player, stat-wise, but not many people look at team-wide stats. But, okay, in college, Ja Morant went to Murray State, okay? And they have not had the best luck with NBA players. I mean, all of them have had a lot of talent, but none of them have really been great. And I believe that Ja Morant could be a great point guard, similar to almost Chris Paul, except more of a high flyer and exciting player. But of course, he'll never. He most likely will not reach how best point guard in the NBA, but he very well could. Definitely an All-NBA team player. He probably will never be the greatest point guard in the NBA because of his stats. But a lot of people don't necessarily look at his team success and his supporting cast. The Memphis Grizzlies are an 8th-seeded playoff team. Now, when you're watching this, they might not be. But do you want to know what seed Zion's team, the New Orleans Pelicans, are? Who have Lonzo Ball, Jackson Hayes, JJ Redick, Zion Williamson, and Brandon Ingram. Do you want to know? Who they? What seed they are? They are the 10th seed. And now, while Zion has only played around 18 to 20 NBA games, they still haven't won enough games with Zion, Jackson Hayes, Brandon Ingram, and JJ Redick. They still haven't won as many games as Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And now we have to take in the supporting cast. What the supporting cast looks like. Now, of course, we know if you this is based off of 2K in real life. We know who has the Ja Morant has he has oh, this is bugging me now, but he has 180 plus overall player. And that is it. Zion, oh man, what's his name? Center for the Memphis Grizzlies. Sorry about this. Jonas Valus, I'm not very good at pronouncing his name, but anyway, they only have Ja really only has Jonas. Do you want to know who Zion has? And they're only the 10th seat. He has Brandon Ingram, Jackson Hayes, Lonzo Ball. So he has all of these young, talented players, and he has a great veteran with some playoff experience, JJ Redick. And his stats are, of course, a lot better than Ja Morant, but based off of team success, you have to think about what isn't happening on the stat sheets, like whether he's a good floor general, whether he has whether he like Steph Curry. He was a great player. He still is, but like he wasn't winning an MVP every year. Sure, he won 2, but like his PER is so high, his plus minus and PER are so high, and he averages a lot of assists. So does Ja, and he has, and except for when Kevin Durant was on the team, they all had great team chemistry, except for maybe a little bit with Draymond. But it just, and same thing with Kawhi Leonard. So like, he did have a great supporting cast. Well, not necessarily great, but like he had Kyle Lowry, Marc Gasol, but they were all out of their primes, except for Kawhi. That's his prime year. He's probably not gonna peak after that. But I think, and he's like similar to Ja, because like they were the 2nd seed, but he has so much playoff experience, and this is something that Ja doesn't have. And so but he is very much a team player, and he got them the playoff wins that they needed, and he put the dagger in their hearts, especially in the Philadelphia Game 7. But that's just, Kawhi is just, he knows so much about the playoffs. He's had 2 championships. Well, he had a championship before that too. And he's a great player, and he really carried that team. I have to be honest. Like, it was almost an unanimous Finals MVP vote. And I mean, sure, it wasn't just him, but like, he really was the superstar, and they only had one superstar. So just to end it off, I would like to say that Zion Williamson is a better player one-on-one, but I believe that Ja Morant could end up winning more titles as a leading player, and very well could be a better player. He's almost like Bill Russell. If you compared Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, because Wilt Chamberlain got all the stats, he only got 2 rings. Ja Morant, he is just a team player that gets his team W's and has a lot of highlights while doing it. But he'll end up winning more titles if he has a good squad with him. And it's really all about supporting cast when it comes to titles between these two, because and this is no diss to Zion. They are both amazing players, but I think my opinion is that Rookie of the Year it already is, because Zion missed a lot of time. And that's another thing. Zion he might be plagued with injuries too. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe and comment if you disagree. Thank you.